What you're about to witness is how fabric becomes the soul of nations. This flag will fly in stadiums, wave in hands, and drape across shoulders. Every thread carries the weight of national identity.
Inside these walls, fabric and ink transform into the banners that 48 nations will carry into battle.
Every flag begins with a single fiber. Millions woven together will carry national dreams.
These specifications are sacred. Every color, every proportion defined by international protocol that cannot be violated.
8,000 kilometers away, the fabric that will represent 48 nations is being woven.
The fabric must survive hurricane-force winds and million-wave enthusiasm. Weakness is not acceptable.
White fabric enters, national color emerges, and the transformation happens in precisely controlled chemical baths.
A nation's blue must be exactly that nation's blue. Spectrophotometry ensures colors match the official definitions.
12 million meters of fabric rest here, enough to outfit every fan of every nation competing in the World Cup.
The grommet seems insignificant until the flag tears free in wind. Every attachment point is tested beyond any force it will ever face. Edges take the most abuse. Reinforcement tape turns fragile fabric boundaries into durable borders. Each nozzle must fire within microns of its target. Misalignment turns national emblems into national embarrassments.
Ink doesn't sit on top, it becomes part of the fiber itself, visible from both sides, permanent as the fabric.
These paper rolls carry nations in reverse, mirror images waiting for heat to flip them right and press them into permanence. Every meter of fabric is tracked from loom to finished flag. We know exactly which roll will become which nation's symbol.
48 nations, 48 different specifications, each file verified before a single drop of ink is committed.
48 governments, 48 sets of approval requirements. Every flag file is diplomatically verified before production begins. The transformation begins with fabric laying perfectly flat, because wrinkles in fabric become wrinkles in national symbols.
Paper meets fabric with millimeter precision. The alignment in this moment determines the accuracy of the finished flag.
At 200 degrees, solid ink becomes gas, penetrates as fiber, and becomes solid again. Chemistry creating permanence in seconds. The paper surrenders its image to the fabric, national colors emerging in their permanent home.
Brazil's yellow must be Brazil's yellow, not close to Brazil's yellow. Trained eyes catch differences,
and spectrophotometers confirm.
300 meters per hour, 24 hours per day. Continuous production, meeting the demand of 48 nations.
Every 4 hours, the heads receive attention, brief pauses that prevent quality drift across endless production.
Every 100th meter is examined, statistics protecting millions of flags through selected inspection.
Each roll contains one nation's flags, accumulating until cutting schedules call for that country's production.
Each nation's flags have different proportions. The cutting system switches parameters as production moves from country to country.
The computer cuts what would take humans hours, 48 flags per minute, perfectly identical, never tired. Every flag is examined before finishing. Imperfect flags find secondary uses, while perfect flags advance.
Raw edges would fray with hours of use. Finishing seals the boundaries that define national shapes.
The grommet transforms fabric into functional flag, creating the attachment point that pole and rope will grip. Not all flags hang from grommets. Sleeve channels slide onto poles, each sized for standard dimensions. Steam and pressure transform crumpled production output into crisp national symbols, presentation ready in seconds.
48 nations, 48 staging zones, a temporary United Nations of fabric and color.
37 quality points verified on every flag. Color, construction, and hardware all confirmed before any flag represents a nation.
Even folding follows protocol. Emblems and central designs protected from permanent creasing.
The bag protects while the header sells. packaging that serves both logistics and marketing.
The flag leads the kit, joined by face paint and scarves to outfit fans in complete national regalia.
Flags for Brazil go to markets where Brazilian fans gather, logistics routing national pride to appropriate destinations.
These cartons know which fans they're seeking, labeled to find Brazilian supporters in Miami, German fans in Dallas.
Mexico gets more pallets than Jamaica, demand forecasting determining how many flags each nation's fans will need.
North America, Europe, Asia. Containers are loaded by region, each carrying the flags of nations whose fans live there.
The flags leave the only home they've known. Next stop, the hands and poles and shoulders of passionate supporters.
The flags arrive where matches will be played. About to witness the competition they'll fly over.
48 flags, 48 poles, one tournament. National symbols standing side by side in athletic brotherhood.
The fan zone transforms into 48 territories, each nation's supporters claiming space under their own colors.
The flags find their selling spots, waiting for fans who will carry them from store to stadium to history.
This is the moment the journey aimed for. A supporter choosing the flag that will represent their passion.
The first unfurling outside the stadium. Fabric meeting wind. Supporter meeting symbol. Through the turnstiles, the flags enter, about to become part of the atmosphere they were made to create. Thousands of individual flags become one unified display. Personal purchases transformed into collective statement.
When the goal comes, the flags capture the explosion, fabric conducting electricity between moments and memory.
And wrapped about shoulders, the flag becomes armor, a child transformed into national representative. The flag sets the colors that face paint follows, national palette, extending from fabric to skin. Cameras capture what the factory created. Flag displays transmitted to billions who cannot be there.
The flag that shared the experience is folded with care. Fabric that witnessed, becoming fabric that remembers.
From factory to stadium to living room wall, the flag's journey continues into everyday display.
Each flag marks a tournament, personal history collected in fabric and color.
The same flag, different generations carrying it, national pride passing from parent to child through shared fabric.
In the photograph of the winning goal, a flag is visible, anonymous factory production now documented in sporting history.
From single thread to stadium spectacle, an extraordinary journey of manufacturing meeting passion.
They'll never visit the stadiums, but they see their work on every broadcast, in every crowd shot, at every celebration. Social media shows them what spreadsheets cannot. Real people, real joy, real flags from their factory.
Production surplus finds new purpose. Flags that didn't reach tournaments reach children who will dream of playing in them.
Even worn out, the flags deserve respect. Symbols that serve their purpose receive dignified retirement. Before the last tournament's memories fade, the next tournament's flags are already beginning. The cycle never truly ends.
While fans sleep beneath their flags, tomorrow's flags are already rolling off the presses. Production meeting passion in endless cycle.
Now you've seen what few ever will. The extraordinary journey from factory thread to flying